Hello, this is Kevin, and welcome back to The Real Way to Make Money Online. Now, last week I showed you how to make a no-content book, just a regular old line journal. And this week I'll be showing you how to do a guest book, but not this one. This one I made up real quick to show you a generic guest book, which I'm going to add to my giveaway when you join my mailing list. But I'll have to change the fonts first. This is a paid font called Pirates. This, I think, is a Google font. It's called Handscript. Google fonts are free, and good for commercial use. So I would have to change this to a Google font and then put it in the package. So this is pretty easy. I just did the text first, then got my trusty pen tool, created a line, which I think are, yeah, those are 2 points. Doesn't show me here. It's a 2-point stroke. Line them up with a guide here. And then duplicated, move down, duplicated. So I got my 3. Then selected everything, duplicate, moved it over, done. And all you have to do, let's see, 50 pages would be 150 guests. Gotta hit Master B. And there is a 50-page guest book, which is probably more than enough for most events. I've decided on a baby shower. This one's going to be much different. The first thing I want to do, because I've worked all this out already, I want to get my carriage in here, because for some reason this person put it on a gray background, and you can see the difference. Very, very light shade. So I'm going to, just so I can see what I'm doing, put that there, move it back to my move tool, select this, and because I have all 3, publisher, designer, photo, I need to move this over. I'm going to go into my photo persona, grab, yes, background tool, background erase brush is what they call it, but it's the same as the erase tool on Photoshop. So I click to get the color I want removed, and then just paint. Come on. The good thing about this is it's only erasing the gray lines, not the black lines. Bad thing is, it's not getting those corners very well. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, so that's good there. Now we go back to Publisher. Kill the rectangle, and there's our baby carriage. Let's just move it here for now. Now, I've picked out a lot of things already. There it is. So everything here has come from Creative Fabrica except The carriage came from Deposit Photos. And this I made because I couldn't find a pacifier silhouette on Creative Fabrica, and I don't know if I checked Deposit Photos or not. I think I did. But even this isn't, it's far from perfect. I made it quickly. Where here? It's not centered. I went too fast. So I'm going to do this part over before I use it for anything. In fact, I'll upload it to Deposit Photos myself to sell. But yeah, I just took, this is an oval, then I took a smaller oval here, duplicated it, moved it over here, but didn't center them. So they're off. And I don't like the corners either. I think I need to cut it off about there. For the purpose of showing, it works. So first we're going to take the frame, draw it out a little because it's horizontal and we need vertical. I held shift down to keep moves at 15-degree angles, but I can get it straight up and down with it. So I'll put that inside. I made those guidelines myself to stay inside the gutters so I can upload with no bleed. I prefer no bleed. Okay, since this is not going to be a color book, actually it could be. Baby Shower doesn't need a whole lot of pages. I can probably put 40 pages. I could probably easily put 30 pages, keep the price down, because the color is going to make the price go up. If I don't want color, I simply go back to my photo, click black and white, and where did my photo go? Okay, so there's barely any red. Well, that's right, it was blue and pink, so we need to bring our blues up. Maybe cyan too, yeah. And now our magenta should bring the other feet. There they are. In fact, let's not bring that all the way. Give it a little contrast. So one gray, one black foot. Close that out. Go back to Publisher. Now if you're in Designer or Photo, what you can do, since you have different personas in the Designer and Photo, you can't just flip within the program. But you can go to Edit in Photo, Edit in Publisher. So I can go to Photo, and it's gonna, you have to actually click on the program in the tray. Mine's already open, so it was fast, but the first time you do it, it's got to open Photo completely. And then you can make your changes like what I did. So then you go back to Designer that way, click it in the system tray, and you're back. So now we've got our frame. Text, I already went and got Christmas Wish Calligraphy. I chose it beforehand. If you want to see how I choose my fonts, let me bring this window over. This is Font Cloud. It's free with Creative Fabrica. All my fonts are loaded in over here, and I just type what I want to see, and I go through all my fonts until I find one I like. I decided not to use Baby Shower, by the way, but I was going to use, there it is, Garden Signboard. So I'll put that back. For the name and everything, it's Christmas Wish Calligraphy. Guess I'm not back over here. my name, address. Ooh, what happened there? Email. Down here we're gonna have comments. I can put this back. So my name about there. That moved. Now I'm not gonna put lines on this. Going to be freeform. So I'm going to give them a lot of room until we get down to the exception. Comments. I don't want people writing freehand down here because, you know, it'll get all over the place. So for comments, I'm going to get my... I don't like that. Click off everything. Get my pen tool. Start right about there. Hold down Shift to keep a straight line. And there. As I said, I did this earlier, so my stroke is already at 2 points. Let's see, Control J. I forgot the move tool. There's probably enough room there. Control J again. Hey, it didn't move it for me. I gotta eyeball it. Test my eyeball. Move tool V. Ooh. Perfect again. Okay. Now, you have to select this because this is all transparent. To actually select it, you gotta get on one of the black lines, or just go down and select here. So that's too big. I want to fill the space here. Give them room to write their email. Then, for this page, I want the feet. Put it in. Never face anything outside the frame. You always want everything looking inside. So if, oh boy. Where's my frame? There. I'm gonna lock that so it doesn't move anymore. That's the mask layer that photo added when I got rid of the background. Okay, now, see if this was over here, I would have to flip the image so the carriage faces in. Same thing over here, it could go back. I think I kind of do want it offset a little, so back there. One image here, one image there. And that's it for that. So now, select everything. Oops. Oops. Control J to duplicate. Slide it over. Here's my center. And now I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna remove those if it's not letting. There. Wouldn't select it for some reason. Delete that. I'm gonna grab the designer file. Even though the PNG, actually the PNG is probably fine. It's going to be much smaller than the original, so there's not going to be any loss. But if it was going to be big, I'd just use the designer file. There's definitely no loss there. I think that's good. Now, I am going to sell this interior. I'm going to make a book and put it up on Amazon. But before I do, I'm going to find another image to replace here. So I have different images on each page, or every 2 pages. But in the interest of time, my time, because it took me a while just to find these, just going to show the carriage on both, or cradle. So that's done. All we'd have to do again, choose the number of pages, which is going to be the number of guests, since it's 1 entry per page. I've never been to a baby shower. I don't know how many people are there. Depends on how many friends you have, I guess. So I don't know. Is 20 a big one? Let's just go 30. Master B. And I think mine will be in color when I upload it. $30 pages color. It's not going to cost too much. It'll cost more than $6.99, that's for sure. I'm thinking probably charging $9.99. Just a guess, $9.99. Which I think most people will buy for a baby shower. The black and white doesn't look too bad. The color would look better, and since it's going to be a small book, the price isn't going to be too bad. Color is very expensive after, I think it's 42 pages. Well, it's expensive with 42 pages, but it gets much more expensive after 42. So that's it. Pretty quick, pretty easy. You can still do this in PowerPoint or Google Slides. It's just going to take a little bit longer. You have to copy and paste each page. Another thing you can do before I leave here, instead of an image here where the baby carriage is, you can put quotes, any other images. Banner images work best for the room here, but you know, depending on the niche you're going for, and there's tons of guest book niches. Even for baby shower, this is a generic, boy or girl. You can do one for boys, one for girls, and then a generic too. Like I can easily make 2 more books with this, making it boy girl. Twins, you have a twins baby shower book, guest book. Just lots you can do, and once you have a basic interior down, you can just save it, make minor changes. Like for boys, 2 more images and done. Girls, same thing. 2 more images. Something to do with girls. Now you can put dinosaurs. Giraffes. Giraffes are good with children. That's a big children's niche. Giraffe. Elephant. Koala. Not koala. Panda. Panda bears. Yeah, koalas too. Why not? Like I said, just so much you can do. So that's it this week. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up down there. And subscribe if you haven't already. See you next week.